Welcome to the online class for English vocabulary workshop book. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, my dear students of grade 7? I hope you all will be fine. Today we are going to study unit number 3. The title of this unit is Lunch at Delmonico's. The main text of this unit you will find on pages 32 and 33. Let's start the reading. I have had little rest since arriving in New York on business. Harriet and I feel at home at the Fifth Avenue Hotel, which has proved a fine and downright respectable establishment. Today she set up early in a quick and animated spirit to meet with a certain ladies group downtown. No doubt the whole brood spent the afternoon discussing women's suffrage. That topic has entirely absorbed my wife's attention of late. Whenever she has not been seething with excitement about going to the theatre. I have promised Harriet I will indulge myself by joining her along with her sister and Mr. Treadwell at the theatre this evening. The food here in New York City is quite good. It seems the art of cooking and with it the sport of eating culminates on this very avenue at Delmonico's. Of course, I had heard it said that Delmonico's is the finest restaurant in the city or even in the country. But there is no substitute for having a look at the facts yourself. I have been to the Delmonico's at Madison Square 3 times already for business luncheons. I dare say I have managed to verify the rumors. Everything at Delmonico's has the luster of elegance and good taste. The walls are lined with great mirrors. The furnishings are fine mahogany. Silver chandeliers hang from a painted ceiling. In the center of the main dining room there is a large fountain surrounded by flowers. This room enjoys a view of Fifth Avenue, and the well-placed diner can see a well-kept lawn and the trees and gardens of Madison Square. If he forgets to look up from his table, he will be delighted almost as much by the craft of every miscellaneous detail from the tablecloth to the silverware. I kept my eye open for an Astor or Vanderbilt to walk in, but I have yet to see one of the many wealthy and powerful men who frequent Delmonico's. The menus are entirely in French. I confess at first I was somewhat peevish and put off at being forced to choose between guessing what I should order and begging the help of some translator. The upright waiters of the establishment have been of some help in this regard, although my New York associates seem almost as well acquainted with the menu. A few constituents of the menu alarmed me. There was one dish consisting primarily of the snails, but my companion on that occasion, Mr. Jameson, managed to goad me into trying it. After my initial shock, I found it a delicate and perfectly delicious dish. I was also persuaded to try the delicious lobster Weinberg. I am told this is a new concoction of the chef's. I must say, however, that having sampled a great variety of dishes that were new and unique to me, I began last night to hanker for a good piece of beef. The steak Delmonico I enjoyed for lunch this afternoon was as fine a cut as I have tasted anywhere out west. The chef cooks them to the customer's preference. I ordered mine rare and slightly singed. In fact, I have just returned from that meal which I took alone. It has left me in fine spirits. Whoever said the more the merrier got it wrong. For the moment I have forgotten about the work ahead of me tomorrow. I suppose an evening at the theatre with Harriet and the Treadwells will do me some good after all. My dear students, now we are going to solve the exercise about choosing the right word. This is page number 37 of your English vocabulary workshop book. Overall 25 questions are available on pages 37 and 38. For each sentence, two options are available. After reading the whole sentence, you are going to choose the best one. Even those who do not like New York must admit that it is a truly unique city, quite unlike any other in the world. The American people must take action right now to deal with the problem of pollution that looms so large on our horizon. Number 3. You may make friends very easily, but if you continue to be so peevish, you aren't going to keep them for long. Number 4. The luster of her reputation as a friend of humanity has grown brighter with the years. Number 5. All of the students in Sandra's advanced weaving class are making small rugs on their portable looms. Number 6. Glenn has such a store of miscellaneous information in his head that we have nicknamed him the encyclopedia. Number 7. It is alright for us to disagree, but let's argue about the facts only, without indulging in name calling. Number 8. If you choose to play with fire, I warn them, you run the risk of singeing your fingers. Number 9. Probably no oration in American history is so well known and beloved as Lincoln's address on the battlefield of Gettysburg. Number 10. Neither threats nor force will goad me into doing something that in my heart I know is wrong. Number 11. Instead of brooding about the misfortunes that have befallen you, why don't you go out and do something to correct the situation? Number 12. The man was not just a little careless in handling the club's funds, he was downright dishonest. Number 13. It was really difficult to hear the speaker because of the steady drone of the airplanes landing, taxiing, and taking off. Number 14. Each year the professional football season culminates in the Super Bowl. Number 15. Modern scientists often try to verify their ideas and theories by conducting extensive experiments in their laboratories. And now we are going to do the page number 38. Here we have question number 16. I am going to read it out. This magazine is published not for a mass circulation but for a very small audience of highly literate people. Number 17. By Friday afternoon, all of us were hankering for a relaxing, enjoyable weekend. Number 18. I have my doubts about people who spend too much time telling the world how noble and upright they are. Number 19. The school board candidate delivered a stirring 20-minute oration on her plans for lowering the district's dropout rate. Number 20. An important constituent of what is commonly called luck is the willingness to take chances when an opportunity appears. Number 21. The last thing I heard before falling asleep was the drone of their voices as they continued their endless discussion of politics. Number 22. In his many years in Congress, he has been animated merely by a strong desire to help the underdogs in our society. Number 23. Anyone who strives to be literate in American literature should be familiar with the strange, mysterious tales of Edgar Allan Poe. Number 24. Though the colonies had long seethed with resentment at the British, the cauldron of their discontent did not boil over into rebellion until 1776. And the last one, on a cold night, what I hanker for most is a hot bowl of chicken soup. So far we have done our exercise about choosing the right word on pages 37 and 38. I hope you will have written the correct answers. My dear students, see you next time with a new lesson. Till then, bye bye. Stay home, stay safe.